everybody. So the adventure with Elizabeth by Jon Renau continues. And I really just wanted to keep you in the loop as to how Elizabeth is doing. That's weird. I mean, you know, how it's wearing and over time, what it's doing, how it's breaking down maybe. I think that's really a mystery to me, someone who has never dealt with wigs before ever. I, being really ignorant, just assumed if you buy a synthetic wig, it is going to last you forever until maybe one day you just decide not to wear it anymore. And it's going to look exactly the way it did when you purchased it. That apparently, unfortunately, is not the case. So I thought it would be a great idea just to kind of keep you in the loop as to, you know, how it's going. Now, I am learning and learning every day something new. Again, those of you who are wig people are probably going, Jill, I can't believe that you didn't know these things. But honestly, I just did not know anything. So Elizabeth is doing very well, by the way. If you recall, I did end up trimming her because those wispy things I loved. I'm actually considering buying another one that I can keep the wispy and just not wear it as much. Anyway, but I do love it like this as well. I just kind of, you know, took that wispy stuff off. So I'm glad I did. It was a good idea for me. But here's what I'm noticing, and here's what I learned. These synthetic fibers, when they brush up against each other or up against any kind of friction, the back of your clothing, just turning, that's why they mat in the nape area so easily. That friction causes them to stick to each other. So you will eventually notice that everything's kind of clumping and you don't have that really nice, you know, drop type of free flow feeling. I had no idea that was a thing. So the more you play with your wig, the more you're going to create that friction and the lower life expectancy of your wig. So because I played so much with my Elizabeth wig, I really think that is why she is starting to do that so quickly. Now, keep in mind that when I finally figured out how to secure this wig nicely, I wear this wig every single day. Every day. I wear it at work. I wear it from the time I get up until I go to bed at night. So she has gone through the ringer. I have washed her. Well, the first time, remember, I washed her almost right away. That's the other thing, which I kind of already figured. But I think I was just watching Taz this morning. Taz said about every 8 or 9 wearings is when you should probably wash your wig because they do start smelling. And depending on, you know, how much, maybe you use Peace Out on it. Maybe you do some of the Jon Renau styling spray. I'm looking at my dog. What are you doing? What do you have on you? Oh, I hope that's a leaf. Anyway. So anyway, you know, I just, you know, want to wash it. Well, I wore her to the wedding, to my daughter's wedding, you guys, last Friday. Oh my gosh, so amazing. That wedding was absolutely gorgeous. So I wore her for that, and it was kind of warm, and you know, you sweat a little bit. So I definitely felt like I needed to wash her after that for sure. Plus I hadn't washed it for a few days before, and I kind of wished I did because that clumping was really going on. Here's the big event that I kind of really was wanting to wear her for, and the reason why I kind of decided, one of the reasons I should say that I really jumped the gun to try a wig was for the wedding. And she, you know, didn't look, I don't think, as good as she could have. But nonetheless, I felt great in it. I wore a real pretty kind of black shiny headband with it, with little blingy little rhinestones that were on the side of it, just enough bling. I wore a kind of a black pretty dress, so I thought it looked pretty good, but I haven't seen the pictures yet, so I'll let you know. And I will post some pictures maybe to to show you guys Elizabeth here for the big day. Anyways, I love this wig. I will always have this wig, meaning when I can no longer wear it because it's getting really gross and whatever, I will purchase another one. And I just can't imagine her not being my favorite. I love the design, the shape, and the color so much. So what is going on with her now? Well, these little side areas right in through here are very dry, very, very frizzy. Even though I take very good care of this wig, I spray it with the HD conditioning spray every single night and work it, not too much, and then I just really lightly kind of use this and comb it through, and I put it on the stand. I actually put it under the sink so it doesn't get dust. And so I do take very good care of it. But yes, these side pieces are getting very dry. The top area is still like new, and it's just the bottom area is starting to do, no matter if I, do that HD conditioning spray. And I just washed this wig. I just washed this wig last night. It's the first time since the wedding, so I really felt like I needed to do that. And yeah, so it's freshly washed, and it's still it doesn't have that really nice, do you remember the first time I wore it, and I could just really, pick it up and it would fall really, and it still does, I guess, but not like it used to. So I see that going on. And I did also, okay, yeah, and so, I think it's because I mess with it so much. So word to the wise, that's basically all that's going on with this, is I can tell that it's piecing together. It is getting quite kind of frizzy, even though I have done that with the heat, the low heat on the little straightener and the conditioning spray. And I do also use the other spray that I have, which is the synthetic conditioning spray at night on it. But as you can see, it is, it's getting very dry on the ends. So therefore you don't have a lot of that movement so much. But she still is gorgeous, and she's doing really well, I think. So I did wear her for a little while today, but I wanted to put on this one so I could do a little talk about it. So I'll put that, I did that as well. And if you're interested in learning about this wig, I made a very quick, well, no, it probably wasn't quick, but I do talk about my new wig here. This is a Raquel Welch straight up with a twist in Shaded Biscuit. It's a little too light for me, I think. Washes me out a little bit, so I have to wear a little bit more makeup than I probably normally would, and it's probably almost all fading out. But I really like this wig. I am actually pleasantly surprised that I do. I think it's a wonderful little kind of bridge for those of you who may be thinking about flirting with the idea of going for maybe a little pixie wig. I think this would be a great kind of step to that. I like the security of having hair kind of around here, so it gives me that. It's not super, super tapered back here, but just enough to where I can feel like I can kind of keep things kind of under control. And it has just enough body, not a huge amount, to where I feel, like I have a big bowl back here, because I've seen some wigs that look like they kind of do that. So I think they did an amazing job on this style of this wig. So I do talk about that if you want to take a peek at that. So yes, I actually did wear a wig to the wedding, and I wear one every day now. So yes, the wedding was fabulous. I will post some pictures so you can see how I styled Elizabeth for that big day. I don't know. I will let you know again what it looks like in the pictures, because she had an amazing professional photographer, and he took lots of pictures of me and my daughter. So hopefully my hair looks okay. Okay, guys. I really am going to get that Raquel Welch, what is it, editor's pick. It was on back order, so I canceled it. I'm such a turd that way. It's like, I want it now, and if I don't get it, then I don't want it at all. So I'm going to be reordering it, though. Really excited for that one. And now I know what Shaded Biscuit looks like. And yes, it, because I was a little bit, remember, worried about what Shaded Biscuit was going to look like on me. Again, I think it's a little light. There is quite a difference between the Jon Renau's Shaded Praline and this one, for sure, a lot lighter. But, oh, you guys, I get so many compliments on the color when I wear this. It is so gorgeous. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging in there again, and I will keep you in the loop another couple weeks from now. You know, this is my favorite one, so I will be wearing it a lot in that time. I guess lesson here, try not to play with it too much, and don't wash it more often than you need to, because I've already washed this wig, you know, probably more than I should have, and I'm sure that is not very good for those fibers. I think that could be very damaging to those fibers, and I think that is what caused kind of an early, you know, I'm probably several weeks ahead of the norm when it comes to what's going on with that dryness and the change in texture. But anyway, okay, lesson learned, right? Okay, guys, till next time, hope you're having a wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon, or wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.